I am up everywhere that I need to be. Awesome. So, hey, I am going to be sharing a little bit with you about who I am, what I do, who I do it for, and why. And I'm going to tell you how I came to wanting to have this conversation after doing so many videos and making so much content and shouting about what I do and who I do it for a couple of years now from the mountaintops, and why I'm readdressing this now. I'm going to tell you that in a few. But before I get to that, if you happen to be here with me live, I want you to do me a favor and drop a fire emoji in the comments, in the chat, so that I know that you are here with me live. If you happen to be catching the replay, it's all good. It's all love. I'm super glad that you're here and taking a moment to watch this. And do me a favor and type replay in the comment so that I know you came back and watched it. And I'll come back through and show you some love as well. Okay. So if you happen to be new to me, I'm super excited that you are here. And I'm super excited for you to learn more about me and what I do, which is why I'm here. I am Danielle, the coach. I'm a certified life and leadership coach, and I help millennial entrepreneurs master self care while balancing the demands of life and leadership. And so, before I get into like what I was saying a few minutes ago, like why I want to have this conversation after I've made so much content, I've done so many videos and all of the things, right? I first want to invite you to book a complimentary strategy session with me. If you know that you as an entrepreneur feel like this is so much going on and you don't have control, if you know that there's got to be more to life than what you're seeing and what you're experiencing and what you're feeling, if you know that you aren't prioritizing yourself, if you know that you aren't showing up as powerfully as you know that you can and should and want to, we should talk, right? There's so much more work and life and abundance for you to experience. And in order for you to get to where you really want to be and where you know you can be and where you need to be to serve the people that you're called to serve, like we got to let some of that stuff go. And it is part of the reason why I am here doing what I do and who I do it for, which is what this video is all about. So if that spoke to you at all, I want to invite you to book a complimentary strategy session with me. Go to www.daniellethecoach.com/apply. It is an application that you'll have to fill out. And if I feel like you are a good fit for anything that I have to offer, we'll have the conversation. We'll have your strategy session. Okay. So I want to put that out there on the front end, and I'll repeat that later on too. But I wanted to let you know that at the outset. So yesterday, no, maybe 2 days ago, I made a poll on, I polled my personal Facebook page just to see if anybody knew what I do. Um, and the question that I asked my followers, and this is being posted on my personal Facebook page too, so you may have responded to this if you're over there as well. But I asked if you were giving recommendations to a family member or a friend, um, what would you recommend me for? And there were a myriad of responses. Most of them kind of teetered on different things that I do as a coach, right? Without saying life coaching or leadership coaching. And so I said, well, this is a good opportunity for me to um, have the conversation and remind people that I'm here, what I do, who I do it for, in case that I am what they've been missing, and the work and the service that I provide is what they need, or if they know someone who has the problems and issues that I help solve. We're better together, and I honestly, in my heart of hearts, believe in the 6 degrees of separation. But I honestly believe that there's even less for whatever problem that we have or need that we might have, right? So, like I said, I help millennial entrepreneurs master self care while balancing the demands of life and leadership. And so, if you have followed me for any stretch of time prior to now, you may know me as the quit queen, right? I have touted unapologetically about supporting my clients with six-figure clients, six-figure career professionals, quitting their corporate jobs and transitioning into full-time entrepreneurship. And while I absolutely still do that, and I still do it proudly and unapologetically, one thing that I realized when just taking a moment to step back and look at the work that I've done with my clients and the successes that we found, I realized that there's a bigger umbrella around or over, I should say, the work that we do and like what my ideal clients really, really, really want. And it's mastering self care, right? It's how do I do all of these things while still maintaining my power, while still maintaining my sanity, while still loving what it is that I'm doing in business, while still, for some, managing the 9 to 5 that haven't quite quit yet. And how do I do it all, right? There's moments where you feel like the world is caving in on you, and then there's moments when you're standing on the top of the mountain with an S on your chest and nobody can tell you anything. It ebbs and it flows. But sometimes we get comfortable and sometimes we get complacent. And in those moments of complacency, it works against us. And one day we wake up and we're no longer comfortable being complacent. And so we have this come to Jesus moment. And it's like, wait a minute, how did I get here? And what's the quickest way out? I don't like it here anymore. And so the work that I do with my clients is supporting them with finding that balance. Like, what is the healthy balance for me, right? Or for you, the client. And the beautiful thing about the work that I do and what I know sets me apart from a lot of other coaches is in my world, this isn't a cookie cutter approach. Everybody's life is different, everybody's lifestyle is different. And the work that we do is about making a custom tailored approach for living your best life, your way, and on your terms, with whatever you want included and without whatever you don't want included. And so, what I know is that when my clients come to me, right, they feel stuck, they feel frustrated. They suffer from what I call analysis paralysis, just an overwhelming amount of decisions or options to choose from, and they don't have the confidence to in themselves to make the right decision for whatever reason, right? It could be reasons internal or external to them. My clients don't feel energized, like they just feel like super drained. Why? Because they lack self-care, and the work that we do gets them back in alignment with who they were created to be, and connected to and powerfully connected to who it is that they are here to serve. Because my clients are entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter if you have a 9 to 5. It doesn't matter if you're a full-time entrepreneur. My clients span the spectrum. And I love that because there's always room for growth, right? But I do know that my clients have and suffer from all of those things in some way, shape, or form. And another thing that they deal with is resistance. My clients are go-getters. My clients are high achievers. There's never a shortage of ideas. And a lot of the times, what we'll find is that those ideas keep us stuck because we don't know which way or which direction we want to move in, because we don't want to make the wrong decision. We feel like time isn't on our side. And then the stories keep coming, right? It's a vicious spiral and it's a vicious cycle. And so, again, going it alone or going it in spaces where you're not quite understood, where you don't have the right non-judgmental support and accountability, they keep you stuck and probably keep you scared and talking you out of doing what it is that you're divinely assigned and called to do. In my space, the big, bold, scary, hairy dreams and aspirations are welcome. They're almost a requirement. Like, because if you're not dreaming big, you don't need me, right? You can figure that small stuff out by yourself. But it's the things that are likely to cause you to make a U-turn as soon as you begin to envision what's possible, and you're like, oh, no. God, you got me twisted. This ain't for me, right? It's those things that I help my clients move towards. It's those things that I help my clients make steps towards. It's those things that I celebrate my clients and ultimately achieving, when they finally are able to check that box. And so I promised that I would also share my why, like why I do this. But before I do that, I want to make an invitation again, depending on, I'm not sure if how long you've been on the live with me. But I also want you to know that I've made an invitation to book a strategy session with me, a complimentary strategy session. And forgive my voice, I don't know what's happening right now. That might be a sign to wrap this up. So I'm going to wrap it up real quick. But there's an invitation to book a complimentary strategy session with me in the event that you are that millennial entrepreneur, in the event that you know that you don't have a handle on self-care, in the event that you know that there are things that you need to quit that are no longer serving you, but you don't have the confidence to do it alone, I'm inviting you to book this strategy session. Again, I work with go-getters. I work with high achievers. I work with those who are out here wearing the S on their chest, unapologetically, in service of others, day in and day out, but don't quite have that same level of support and accountability for themselves. I am here for you. You don't have to go it alone. And if you're feeling beat up, tattered, all of the things, like life is having its way with you, but you know like that there is so much more in store for you that you should be doing and that you actually want to do. There's some change that you want to see personally or professionally. We should talk. And I want to invite you to book a complimentary strategy session. Go to www.daniellethecoach.com/apply. And depending on where you're watching this, it is either above or below the video. And if you're on Instagram, you can just click the link in my bio. And there's a link for you to book the strategy session there. So last but not least, like my why. Why do I even do any of this? Like, why do I even care about getting on here, telling you what I do, who I do it for, and why? Why am I helping people quit with confidence? Why am I doing any of the things? It's because it's about purpose for me. And I know that purpose is about leveraging my natural gifts, doing what I love to do in service of other people. And this is it for me. It might look differently in another season of my life, but in this season, I'm in alignment. Lives are changing. When my ideal clients, the people that are divinely assigned to work with me, when they find me, when we tap in, we have our agreement, they say yes to themselves and they invest in themselves. There's no other way to explain the shift that happens besides it being something divine in nature. Could they have figured it out alone? Yeah, but who knows how long it would have taken them? That's the power of coaching. Together we collapse time. You can only see but so much of you yourself, right? How powerful is it to have someone sitting across from you, right? That can help you expand your self-awareness, help you close gaps, right? And literally stand back to back with you while you do what's uncomfortable and while you do what's scary. That is powerful positioning. And that is why I do this. It's purpose for me. Nothing more, nothing less. It's absolutely purpose driven for me. So that's what I do. That's who I do it for. And maybe you're watching this and you may feel like, well, I don't think this is quite for me. That's okay. There may be a season when it is. And Lord willing, I'll be right here, ready and waiting and willing to serve and support you, just like I do my present clients. But if it's not for you, it may be for someone that you know, right? You may know someone who's a high achiever, who's a go-getter, who has business acumen, who either has a business or businesses. They may even still be juggling a 9-to-5, but life is really having its way with them right now. And you know that they need support. You may not have known the right support. Maybe they've been leaning on you for support, but you see the bigger picture. Again, outside looking in, and listening to me makes you think of them. Share this with them. Share the word wealth. I promise you it'll come back to you. I promise. And probably even twofold, right? It's the gift that keeps on giving. So share this with them. But if this is you, or if this is you that this has been shared with, and you feel like I'm speaking to your soul, it happens. It happens. It's divine, and we probably need to talk. So I want to invite you to book a complimentary strategy session. Go to www.daniellethecoach.com/apply. Complete the application. I'm going to review it. And if I feel that your application aligns with what I do, who I do it for, and my why, and if I think that there is an opportunity for us to work together and make some magic happen, we'll have your conversation. Okay? If you're here with me live, thank you for being here. Again, if you caught the replay, don't forget to drop replay in the comments. And if you came on before, I asked my live viewers to drop a fire symbol. Do me a favor and drop a fire symbol in the chat, and let me know that you are here with me. Hey, D, I see you checking in with me. Thank you for being here. And that's it. I'll see y'all in the next video.